Well, a bit of breaking news. Last week there was a pretty massive data breach at Google. In fact, many called it the mother of all leaks. Well, now there was yet another one, including an embarrassing trove of other problems that were just revealed, including how it targeted those that were young to collect and sell their data, and also huge problems at YouTube, where YouTube employees were watching privated early access videos on a variety of channels like Nintendo and other channels and leaking the information. Just a massive, massive embarrassment all around for both Google and YouTube. Make sure you leave a like on this video if you haven't yet, and check the pinned comment for my daily live stream channels, 5:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. Tonight I'll be joined by Melanie Mack. We'll be talking about all this and all the afternoon news. Google suffers yet another data leak as it reveals how it collected kids' voice data and other embarrassing trove of other problems. Google has suffered another leak that revealed how the giant tech, quote, accidentally collected the speech data of kids, according to a new report. The new document surfaced online late yesterday, claiming to show thousands of internal incident reports by employees from 2013 to 2018 that detailed how Google mismanaged sensitive and private data. The voice collection included speech of around 1,000 kids that was captured through YouTube Kids. The documents also cited a number of other embarrassing problems, unblurring sensitive YouTube videos and revealing people's home addresses stored in Waze. Waze is is that the security app? No, that's the navigation app. There's Waze, W-A-Y-Z-E, which I think is the security camera one, and this must be the driving direction one. Anyway, the report comes just after days Google suffered, quote, the mother of all leaks, after 2,500-page document revealed how its algorithm actually decides what users see. Now, if we go back to that document, we know that we all know, for example, here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about with how the algorithm works and how the auto suggest works. For a while last week, I think Friday and then Monday of this week, I believe there was a story over the weekend that if you were to try and Google search how to donate to Donald Trump, Google did not autocomplete that search at all. But if you were to search how to donate to Joe Biden, it was completely autofilling that search. The same way on YouTube, for whatever reason, even though it's not even close to the most highly searched terms, if you type in my channel name, it auto-completes all the most heinous hit pieces and lies about me instead of my actual channel. I believe that somebody inside of YouTube has done that on purpose. That's just my belief. I can't prove it until perhaps some more of these documents become available. Data of the incidents were shared by 404 Media, which claimed to have obtained the documents through an anonymous source who did not provide their real name or identity. Obviously, they work for Google. DailyMail.com has not been able to independently verify the documents. Who cares? But 404 reported that it confirmed the data was legitimate and said Google itself confirmed its contents. However, Google has refuted that the documents and said that they were quickly resolved and are no longer relevant because it was 6 whole years ago. At Google, employees can quickly flag potential product issues for review by relevant teams, a Google spokesperson told Daily Mail. The reports obtained by 404 are from 6 years ago, and everyone was reviewed and resolved at that time. I don't believe them. In some cases, these employees' flags turned out to be no issue at all, or issues that the employees found in third-party services. The documents reportedly showed that Google's speech service logged roughly 1,000 children's audio data for about an hour. The Google Assistant feature that was supposed to stop YouTube Kids app and other features from collecting their voices was not correctly applied, 404 Media reported. The Kids YouTube is a child-friendly version of the app that only allows young users to view age-appropriate content, including shows and music. Although apparently stuff like Miss Rachel no longer qualifies for that. That'll be a different conversation later today. It uses voice recognition technology to allow users to give spoken demands to the app. We all know that. Google claimed to have fixed the issue immediately after it was reported, noting it occurred due to filters not being applied correctly. Okay, so it is recording your voice, though, if you're not using the YouTube Kids app. Is that what the implication here is? It's still recording you if you're an adult? The tech giant also said it has since added a privacy notice. Ooh, a privacy notice. On Google Assistant website, warning parents that if it includes voice and audio activity is turned on when they use the device, a recording of their interaction plus a few seconds before and after will be stored with their account. Waze's carpool feature also was named in the documents, which claim the app leaked the addresses and trip information of users. Although the exact number of people affected were not immediately clear, Waze Carpool lets users connect with other users, other drivers taking other passengers to similar destinations. Launched in 2016, but it was shut down in 2022 because more people were working from home. In another incident, the report claimed that videos uploaded to YouTube were listed as private, appeared publicly, and the app's blurring feature was disabled, creating uncensored versions of pictures. Meanwhile, Google Street View allegedly transcribed and stored the license plate numbers that appeared in photos. Why would it be doing that? I mean, Google was basically doing whatever the heck they wanted, collecting whatever data they wanted. Google Street View is collecting your license plate, Google's Waze app leaking your home address, Google Kids recording your children's voices. All of this, I haven't seen any fines or federal commissions or anything like that. Have you? The report also explained that the company's algorithm that detects text in Street View mistakenly noticed license plate numbers in 2016. The Street View transcribes text using a neural network to identify house numbers and street names. Quote, unfortunately, the contents of license plates are also text and apparently have been transcribed in many cases, the employee wrote in the report. As a result, our database of objects detected from Street View now inadvertently contains a database of geolocated license plate numbers and license plate number fragments. Employees explained that it was simply an accident, adding the system that transcribes these pieces of text should have avoided imagery identified by our license plate detectors, but for as reasons yet unknown was not. The report also cited more than 1 million emails stored now on a Google-owned app that were previously leaked. Socratic.org, which is an educational app for high school and college students, suffered a mishap which included the geolocation and IP addresses in the data. The leak happened prior to Google purchasing the company, though. This exposure has been addressed as part of the closing conditions for the acquisition. However, the data exposed for greater than 1 year and could have already been harvested, the report read. Google has previously come under fire for violating people's privacy, including a lawsuit filed in New Mexico in 2018 for violating federal Children Online Privacy Act, a state consumer protection law. The lawsuit claimed that Google allowed game developer Tiny Lab Production to obtain and gather information on kids. As part of their multi-million-dollar settlement, it was required to crack down on developers mislabeling apps marketed towards kids to make a profit off targeted advertising. Google said that it takes the incident reports filed by employees very seriously and investigates the flag based on severity and priority attached to it. The company claimed that many of the incidents 404 reported didn't even exist, although it did not specify which ones didn't exist, adding that other vulnerabilities were found on third-party sites, including a vendor used for employee travel. Well, on top of that, now YouTube Insider access tied to massive leaks around PlayStation and Nintendo have sparked concerns about Google and YouTube employees' access to not yet published videos. Well, this feels great. The leaked lineup for PlayStation State of Play surfaced shortly after the event was scheduled on YouTube. This has added to concerns over this kind of access. Google employees have had to videos before they go live, an issue highlighted in recent reports from Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson and 404 Media. One incident noted by Henderson occurred back in 2022 when KSI attempted to give away over $10,000 in Amazon gift cards. However, KSI later realized that all of the gift card codes had already been redeemed by YouTube employees, sparking an internal investigation at YouTube. The company reportedly started a similar investigation after the trailer for GTA 6 was leaked, but it's unclear whether it's related. All of this ties into what seems to be an ongoing problem at Google. On Monday, 404 Media published reports based on Google's internal database records and found that Google contractor was behind the 2017 leak of Nintendo product that offered an early look at Yoshi's Crafted World. At the time, a user on Reddit shared the image of a trailer just before its reveal on E3. The image contained admin.youtube.com URL in the address bar, suggesting it was an employee accessed the private version of the video. Google, of course, confirmed that an employee accessed the information and the database entry viewed by 404 Media. I mean, Google just does whatever the heck Google wants to do. YouTube does whatever they want to do. I mean, you can see Google urges millions of Chrome users to update their browser now after uncovering a flaw that lets hackers take over their entire computer. Google urged millions of Chrome users to update their browsers after uncovering a malicious attack that lets hackers take control of their computers. The tech giant warned cyber criminals are using a malicious pop-up window on websites to gain access to unsuspecting victims' personal information. A critical update had been rolled out, which closes a loophole that makes servers vulnerable to what's called a zero-day attack. The name stems from a fact the perpetrator found a weakness before the manufacturer, leaving 0 days to fix the issue before the server had already been compromised. I mean, it's just a massive issue with Chrome. Millions of users affected. No big deal. YouTube, Google leaking our personal information, home addresses, license plate numbers, geolocated data. No big deal. This is absurd. The American government does jack crap to protect its citizens against the misuse and misprotection of our data. And it's just getting to a point now where it's laughable. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below. Hope that I'll see you at 5:30 Eastern tonight at one of my live stream outlets, either on YouTube at Quartercast or on the Mean Green website, 5:30 Eastern tonight. I'll be joined by Melanie Mack. We'll talk to you again real soon.